Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Holistic Betterment, and today we are outside in this park. I don't know where this park is, somewhere in Chicopee. My car is parked somewhere over there, but anywho, I figured I'll help you guys out, those who may be on your journey and homelessness may be a part of it. I figured I'll help you guys as far as giving you guys some tips that help me and that I feel can help you if you are on that journey in your life. Now, because there's levels to homelessness, right? I don't know them all specifically, but I do know that I did have a home to go to. I did have a crib in New York City, East Harlem, to go to. Not the nicest, the peas. It's nicer now with gentrification going on. They definitely, prettied it up. It would never look like this. They're gentrifying this whole shit. It never looked like this. I mean, piss and spit, whatever, that's always been like that, but it never looked like this. This is clearly new. They're trying to gentrify it. That was always, before gentrification and everything, that was always on my goal to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say, and thankfully I have so far. I'm out of there. I'm, a different place in my life. But I say that to say I did have a place to go to if, worst case scenario, My homelessness was partial choice, right? When I say partial choice, I was pursuing in short, I was pursuing a career in the industry that I thought I was going to have, the industry that I was passionate about and I thought was going to be, open a lot of doors for me, financially, just connection, like just everything, man, like everything. I really had a different vision. So I set out to go do that, and by any means, as you guys may already know, I was living in my car. I went from my cousin's couch. I went to a whole new state, Massachusetts, which is where state I'm in now. And for those who don't know Massachusetts, let me break it down to you like this. You got the western part of Mass and the eastern part of Mass. This is how I know about it. That's how I see Massachusetts. You got eastern part and western part. Boston, which we all know of, that's in the eastern part, right? And I feel like everything, and for you true native Massachusettsians, whatever, correct me if I'm wrong, let me know from your point of views, but how I see it is everything revolves around Boston. And so the cost of living is much higher the closer you get to Boston. The western part, which is like Springfield, Chicopee, which is where I'm at now, it's a lot cheap. Anywho, I set out to, pursue a career that I thought would open doors for me and things like that. And so I started off in the western part of Mass at my cousin's couch, back and forth from Springfield to Framingham. Those who don't know, that's about a 2-hour drive. Now, and what the career was, for those who are wondering, it was, I was a lab tech where I was testing cannabis for heavy metal samples. So that's, arsenic, lead, mercury, cadmium, those sort of things, right? It didn't work out with me being in my cousin's couch, and it wasn't for free. I was sleeping there for free. I was paying $700 a month to sleep on my cousin's couch. So, and I was grateful for it, and I still am, and my cousin watches this, I still do appreciate it. How I got into sleep in my car is, I had packed up my things to a U-Haul, and then the first night, bro, I didn't even sleep. And I know sleeping in cars is illegal, but if I'm a cop, I'm not arresting nobody for sleeping in their car, bro. That's crazy. But anyway, I don't know. I just feel like there's more crimes, like more serious crimes out there. But whatever, I'm in the U-Haul, and I was immediately harassed. And also, I'm gonna say this about Massachusetts from my experience yet again. Anywhere around the eastern part of Mass, you're really getting, that racism is going to be more prevalent, and it's sad to say because racism is really everywhere and prejudice is everywhere. All the just levels of ignorance is everywhere. But let's be real. Like the city of Boston, that sound like it's no secret. Like there be racism out there, man. It just really is. So Framingham is no different, man. It's bad as well, and it's very much close by. So that didn't shock me that I was being harassed, but it shocked me how fast I was being harassed. And like I'm in the cut. Like you see, I'm in this big old park. I like to be in the cut. I just like to be in the cut, bro. And I'm in the cut, not making a noise, whatever, and I'm being harassed, not once but twice, bro. And I changed spots, and I wasn't even sleeping on top of that. I wasn't even sleeping yet because my mind was still like, just like, what's going on? Like, this is crazy. So anywho, from then on, I was in the shelter. Now, all that one would consider, and then from then on, that, it didn't work out, whatever. If you watched the video, my earlier video, you've seen that. And I went back into my car. All these things, if you guys want to get more in-depth stories about, if you guys, want to hear about, my transgressions during these particular points in time, I would love to share them with you guys, because I've been there, you feel me? Like, I know what it is, bro. In this time, you would consider this homelessness, right? Because that's what it is. Now, I found some things, I don't know. I mean, it is homelessness, but honestly, I call it's like it's strengthening, bro. Like, because I made the most out of it, and that's the advice I want to give you guys. So, step one or tip one or whatever, I would say, find a routine. Find a routine. Find something that every day you can make the most of your day. So, what I mean by that, for example, right? When I was in the shelter, we had a rule where you had to be out by 9 o'clock. Everybody had to be out by 9 o'clock in the morning. Why is that? I don't know why, but long story short, that's just what it is, right? So from 9 in the morning, and I didn't work till 1, I think it was 1 to 11. Yeah, that was my schedule, 1 to 11. And there was also a curfew. You had to be back indoors before 10 o'clock. And so it's crazy I remember that. So yeah, that was what it is. You have to abide by that. Now, me, I had a special, privilege because I worked overnight, so I was able to come in later. But during the morning, since everybody had to be out in the morning, I would go to the gym. I had a membership with 24-hour fitness. It's Anytime Fitness. It's a 24-hour gym, but the gym is called Anytime. So just before 9, I'll go to either the gym, the library, or Starbucks, right? Now, when I'm in the gym, obviously I'm working out. When I'm in Starbucks, I was, looking for homes, resumes, trying to edit videos. I have a lot of footage. I know it's so unfortunate that I don't post much because editing gets overwhelming when I have this much footage, and it's just me. I do everything. I have to manage my life, everything. So it's just really, I'm not making excuses of it, guys. I'm really trying. I really want to put more content out. It's just a lot. I have to do everything on my own. So anyway, I'm working on getting a routine of that, and being consistent with that. But anyway, so I would be Starbucks, having computer issues, having another laptop. Like, just so much was happening along my journey. It's not as smooth as I'm explaining it. Or I would be in the library reading, but mostly working on a skill, and that was drawing. Now my skill that I'm really focusing on is a new language, right? But then that's what it was. Like, I was lightly working on a new language then as well, but now I'm more consistent with it. All these things kept my mind, occupied and kind of focused, the progressive mind. Then on, I will go to work, and from work, I'll go back to shelter and repeat. So if I'm not working on my mind, I'm working on my body, etc. Or I'm trying to work on I'm trying to, formulate this content. So that was a routine I did. So for me, that was very helpful. Another thing I would say, and I'm sorry I'm just rambling. This is another reason why I want to be consistent, so I can get to my points better. But follow me, guys. And if you guys still follow me, I appreciate y'all. So, 2, I would say, find something within yourself that you want to work on. So for me, I was always told, like, oh, you have a nice smile, right? And for those who don't see me smile, I was always told, like, wow, you have a nice smile. And so I was like, you know what? While I was homeless, I was like, you know what? I don't want to look homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, you kind of look at them, and that's very prejudiced and ignorant to say, but let's be real, we've probably done it before. We might assume someone's homeless, and I was like, I don't want to have that aesthetic to me. I don't want to look homeless. So I was like, you know what? I want to work on my smile. I want to have nice white teeth, etc. So I used to watch YouTube videos of, like, how to get white teeth. Obviously, I couldn't afford the shit that the celebrities is doing, so Like, how do you just get white teeth, you know, and just keep it white and all that. So now it's funny because now I get nothing but compliments. You see? Only I can see it on my teeth. And so, like the doctor the other day, I went to the doctor. He's like, yeah, but I want to know why is your teeth so white? And that's a good thing, you know. It's an uplifting feeling and things like that. That's why I say work on yourself, because if you had a low point in your life and you get compliments, you know, one, you carrying it well, so that's strength in as far as that. But two, it keeps you going. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, little do you know, I'm homeless as fuck right now, but thank you. You know what I'm saying? So find that and stick with that. You know, now to the point where I keep my teeth white. It's just part of discipline. And these are things that's gonna help with your discipline. Having a routine, sticking to it, and finding something within yourself you're gonna work on. It don't gotta be your teeth. It don't gotta be your abs. It could be your diet. It could be your prayer. Keep your spiritual right. You get what I'm trying to say. Find something and stick to it. Find a routine and stick to it. Now, 3, I would say, as far as, okay, that's all fine and dandy, but how do I move with being homeless? Okay, get back. Let me show you. So when it comes to like how you maneuver being homeless. Now, if you're in a car like me, and I drive a Mustang, I'm not sure if y'all can see it. There's a bright red Mustang. Yeah, that's pretty, hopefully y'all can see it. It's very far away, and I don't have my other lens, but, black male, bright red sports car, that's kind of hot, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is kind of hot, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of low-key asking for attention without asking for attention. In this world we live in, that's just what it is. So what I would do things is, 1, a 24-hour gym, and apply for a 24-hour gym, even if you don't necessarily have the means. Oh, another thing, let me go back and say this. As far as the focus on something, also focus on your credit. I'm gonna get to this in a second, but I want to add that in there. It don't gotta be your teeth, it could be your spiritual, whatever, but also your credit is another thing. Focus on that, because that's another thing that I was doing on my journey. Like, I want to get my credit right. I'm definitely keep that important. Just because you're homeless don't mean you gotta have bad credit, bro. Trust me. Going back, with my car, 24-hour gyms. Well, I wouldn't say Walmart. I never slept at a Walmart. I took naps at Walmarts during the day. I never slept at a Walmart overnight, because most Walmarts I went to, they have them cameras. But they do have rest stops, like on roads, or like, you know, when you go on the highway, they're on the road, like they have those rest stops. Yo, take advantage of naps, for real. I don't recommend sleeping. Take advantage of naps, especially when you're homeless. You need to get it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not here to sugarcoat or tell y'all what these other YouTubers might be telling y'all. Learn to take advantage of naps, bro, because you have an advantage that a lot of comfortable people don't have, which is, you out and about all day. So make the most of it. You know what I'm saying? That's key. Whether it be a gym. That's where I mostly did. And because another thing too is the gym, I wouldn't say just, okay, a Planet Fitness. Like, if it's a Planet Fitness, wherever you're at, and this is why I say know your area, because if you're in an area where they got a Planet Fitness here, they got Planet Fitness there, and it's within walking distance or driving distance or whatever, bro, take advantage of that. Like them gyms. Gyms with that, that they have in nice areas, and they might also have in a bad area. Like, those are gyms that I would say take advantage of, because the gyms that I went to, like I said, Anytime Fitness, they had it in mostly nicer areas, but it's the reason why I say it's because they have nicer bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? And that's important. Hey, nothing wrong, if you're homeless, nothing wrong with still having some standards about yourself, you feel me? Like, hey, I'm trying to go to the nice bathrooms just because and I went to Walmart bathrooms, you know what I'm saying? I went to, wherever I kind of could, but I still kept it to, like, I'm not trying to be stepping on piss or anything. Okay, now, so to avoid any further rambling, right, I wrote some notes down. So 1 is remain humble, right? So you never know who may be willing to help you, and that's very true. So for me, I'm trying to get my genetics going too, and those who are interested in cannabis genetics, you can reach out to me for seeds if you're obviously of age and everything like that. You check your own local laws and all that sort of stuff. But that's something that I was trying to get going, is my genetics, man. I've seen the wave of just how the cannabis industry works and everything. I'm like, yeah, I really want to I see that's something where I see I can put my foot in the door and really stay there and be comfortable doing that. I was collecting so many genetics. I was networking with so many different people. But the thing about getting your genetics popping is, or just cannabis genetics in general, it's a popularity contest. It really is. And so with anything you got going on, you need recognition, right? So Fish Montana said on a song, he goes, you need recognition. You want the whole world to stop, hear you rap, and listen. That's so true. Like, no matter what product or service you have that you're trying to get going, you're gonna need recognition. You need people to look at it. You need people to see it. No one's gonna just stop and just not say no one, but most people don't necessarily stop to see what you got going on. So you got to kind of find some way to gravitate people's attention, and build some hype around your name. And when it comes to cannabis genetics, it's all about hype, literally. Not so much of quality, but more so hype. Quality follows right after. That's how it works. Trying to get that going while homeless is and laptop issues and stuff is not easy. But thankfully, I was able to get my first tester. Shout out to Sacrilegious Seeds. Check out her stuff as well. You'll be surprised the people that will help you, man, and the people that might turn you away or might, you know what I'm saying? Not all the time. Don't always look into your own people, bro. Even people you may think may not help you, might be the ones that not only would support what you got going on, but really support what you got going on. Spread the word of mouth, put other people on. Mention it to people in their communities. That's one thing I'm gonna say, man. Just remain humble. You'll go along. Now, if you can, get a car. Now, preferably an SUV or a spacious sedan. Not like anything that I got. That Mustang is cool to look at and all that, but in reality, not only does it bring attention, but two, it is not. Yo, sleeping in a Mustang, I'm 6 even, right? Oh, I'm so loud. I'm 6 even, and right now, I lost some weight. I was pushing close to 300, but during the videos, I was pushing close to 300. But right now, last time I checked myself, I don't know about right now, that was some weeks ago, I was 261. So, hey, I definitely lost some weight as far as that goes, thankfully. But yeah, either way, being a big dude and that's not it. So if you're a bigger person, definitely consider that. Like, if you're gonna get a car, because, okay, it's the right investment in case you might have to, be homeless, whatever. But, really think about it. If you're a big person, get you something. They got a Mustang truck that fold back. Get you one of those. Don't get you nothing like these Challengers and all that type of muscle car. Don't do it. Now, headphones. Yes. I had these Skull Candy headphones. Oh, man, I'm going to put the picture of it. I had these Skull Candy headphones that, all day, like them shits had a long battery and they charge fast. Like, it would charge so fast. And I also had this adapter that it would charge your stuff in 30 minutes. So having like man, I forgot. I think OtterBox made them. I'm gonna put it up. But it's an adapter that charges real fast, and the headphones that charge really fast. Now, the reason why would you want headphones? Because you see how I'm doing all of this? When you outside, especially, like, again, I'm from New York City. We don't necessarily, like, it is flies and things, but it, like, Massachusetts is more wildlife to me. I feel like they got wildlife. I'm from Harlem. I'm from the East Side, so the city, I'm more accustomed to that kind of living. So, like, seeing foxes, seeing just wildlife. Have you some headphones to keep your ear covered. It keep you it's a kind of a body language thing too. Like, you focus, you're not looking for a 24-hour gym. You got your headphones on. You look like you somebody who just came from a workout or about to work out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that it kind of shows that, as well. It's like it adds that allure to you, but also it keeps you focused. For me, music keeps me peaceful, keeps me motivated. Music does a lot for my emotions, like my whole well-being, my whole zen. It helps the time fly so much, man. Also, you can watch videos like these where you can learn from people. Other videos that might be more detailed and intriguing for you, whatever. Like, it keeps your mind in a different space. Like, bro, I'm telling you, don't underestimate having headphones. Two, if you can, get a camera, right? So get a camera, learn a skill on the go, like photography, take photos, and you can sell those photos. So like trees or whatever, You know, you can take photos of just the overall atmosphere, the overall environment, and sell them stock images. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, you could put a reel. You could put them, just record the video, and just have a real music playing in the background, and that can go viral. You know what I'm saying? You can garner some money like that, some passive income like that. Like, if you can, you're blowing my. If you can, get you a camera and learn the skill on the go. And if you get really nice with it, where you feel, you know, confident, you build your confidence up, and you take photography, photo, you know, you feel comfortable. Yo, market your photography. If you got a laptop, if you get your laptop, post that, bro. Like, I'm telling you, you'll be surprised, and you want to go, especially if you're in a car. If you have a car, and you're your homeless journey, you could be on the go. You can. There ain't no reason you can't see your clients. You know what I'm saying? If you post in local, and you know, you get some local clientele, you build up from that. Or you might get some clientele that might fly you out for weddings and, you know, events. You know, don't sell yourself too short. You feel me? But yeah, things like that. You know, make use of your time. And so, you know, and start a YouTube channel, things like that. Yeah, so find a place, right? So find a place, but be realistic. The reason why I say that is because, like I said, when I was in Starbucks, I was looking for a place, but the way it was set up, and I don't understand this. Maybe y'all can help me understand why is it like that. I don't get it. You had to have. So I was looking for an apartment, right, for like $1,600 a month. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of crazy. But hey, I was like, you have to make 3 times the amount. Like, how the hell I don't make 3 times, 1,600 times 3? I don't make that. But anywho, yeah, so be realistic, you know what I'm saying? Plan ahead, not for the now. So meaning if the cost of living that you can honestly see yourself fitting, so you can honestly see yourself fitting in is a little trip away, find a job within that area. Okay, that's what I was saying. Okay, hold on. Let me read what I wrote down for a second. So don't always just look to where you're at now and starting where you're at now. Also look ahead somewhere else. Just look for what works in your budget, works with your lifestyle, works with where you want to be, how you want to live your life, and go from that. You know what I'm saying? Keep a routine going, stack your bread. So if you're homeless and you're in your car and you see, you know, man, you know what, Colorado looks like a nice place, this and that. Yo, find a job that you can work at. Let's say, okay, I don't know the cost of living in Colorado, I don't know, but I'm just saying, let's say you want to go to Colorado and the cost of living is like, you know, like a nice home, to have a really nice home, and you know, not in neighborhood, not in the crime riddled neighborhood and all that, nice diverse community. Let's say that's about a good $70K a year salary. Look for jobs within that $80K, 90, you know, something salary, that, or formulate a plan where maybe this one might pay 45, but that job might pay you this much. You know what I'm saying? Kind of how you might have to finagle and work it out. You know, either way, plan it and go from that. You know what I'm saying? Much of this is about keeping your faith strong. So I would leave it on that. I rambled long enough. Again, more content coming soon. I hope this stuff really helps somebody, because this is real life advice. I'm not gonna just hit y'all with the do this, step one, do this, because in real life it don't be working like that. You know, you gotta have real life advice is advice you can really apply to the now and in the future. And someone who's been through it can tell you. You know what I'm saying? And so, and this is just like off the top of my head, you know, just written down. You know, I could speak more, and this is why like having y'all feedback is very important, because whatever y'all want to know, whatever questions y'all may have, I can share that. I can respond, and I could be like, damn, I didn't think about sharing that in a video. Bet I'm gonna say that in the next one. Well, I'm gonna reply to your comment. You know, either way, because I've been there. I know what it is, man. I know what it is to be in a shelter, especially a predominantly white shelter, and you know they not like, you know how it is. They got the little racist gangs or whatever they got going on, and how that tension is. I've been through that. Sleeping in my car, but I've been through a lot of bullshit. But at the end of the day, man, and God forgive me for saying that, because I am working on my cursing. But you know, he's so amazing. Like, that's really all I can say, man. Keep y'all faith strong. Hope y'all learned something. And again, I apologize. I'm ready to do these videos, but again, with the consistency, I'm gonna get better with it. All right, I'm gonna get to my point, be more clear and concise. So I love y'all, and subscribe and all that good stuff. All right, peace. Because I have so much just content. Still now, I have so much content. I record a lot. And now at time, you know, the editing be a whole nother job. So it gets very overwhelming. And it's just me. It's just me managing everything, doing everything. I don't have no freelancer. I don't have no help. So it's just me doing everything. So be patient with me, guys. I do have a lot of content throughout my journey. Even before, you know what I'm saying? But I have a lot of footage that I can go through and share with you guys. But sitting down and posting it while at the same time managing my life now is, in the real time, is a job in itself. So please be patient with me, guys. I really am trying. Because this YouTube thing, I really do want to do it for real.